I'm KW back with High School Koder. Today we are going to explore the fundamental concepts you should learn as a Swift programmer.
Control flow provides a variety of control flow and statements. These include while loop to perform a task multiple times, and if, guard, and switch statement to execute different branches of code based on certain conditions, while statements such as break and continue to transfer flow of execution to another point of your code. Structures and classes. Structures and classes are general-purpose flexible structures that become building block of your program's code. Closures. Closures are self-contained blocks of functionality that can be passed around and used in your code. Type alias. A type alias allows you to provide a new name for an existing type into a program. After a type alias is declared, the alias name can be used instead of existing type throughout the program. Generics.
Generic code enables you to write flexible, reusable functions and types that can work with any type, subject, or requirement that you define.
Extensions and protocol.
Extension adds new functionality to an existing class, structure, enumeration, or protocol type. While a protocol defines a blueprint of method, properties, and other requirements that suits a particular task or a piece of functionality.
Enumerations.
Enumeration defines a common type for a group of related values and enable you to work with those values in type-safe way within your code.
Collection types. Swift provides three primary collection types known as array, sets, and dictionaries for storing collection of values.
Arrays are ordered collection values. Sets are unordered collection of unique values, while dictionaries are unordered collection of key value association.
Error handling. Error handling is a process of responding to and recovering from error conditions in your program. Automatic reference counting. Swift uses automatic reference counting to track and manage your app's memory usage. ARC automatically frees up memory used by class instance when those instances are no longer needed. Learn these concepts before diving into iOS development for better programming approach with Swift. Talking about concepts, the first is object-oriented programming. As told by Steve Jobs, objects are like people. They are living, breathing things that have knowledge inside them and memory inside them so they can remember things. And rather than interacting with them at very low level, you interact with them at a very high level of abstraction, like we are doing right here. Then he said, here's an example. If I am your laundry object, you give me your dirty clothes and send me a message that says, can you get my clothes laundered please? I happen to know where the best laundry place in San Francisco is. And I speak English and I have dollars in my pocket. So I go out and hail a taxi cab and tell the driver to take me to this place in San Francisco. I go get your clothes laundered, I jump back to cab, I get back here, I give you your clean clothes and say, here's your clean clothes. You have no idea how I did it. You have no knowledge of laundry place, maybe you speak French and you can't even hail a taxi. You can't pay for one, you don't have dollars in your pocket, yet I know to do all of that and you didn't have to know any of it. All that complexity was hidden inside of me and we are able to interact at a very high level of abstraction. That's what objects are. They encapsulate complexity and the interfaces to that complexity at a very high level. This is a scenario where protocol-oriented programming can be applied. Imagine you are developing a racing game. You can drive a car, ride a motorcycle, or even fly a plane. A common approach to create this type of application is using object-oriented design, encapsulating all the logic inside an object that gets inherited to all those that share similarity. This design approach works, but does come with some drawbacks. For example, if you add the ability to create machines that also require gas, birds that fly in the background, or anything else that may want to share game logic, there isn't a good way to separate the functionality components of vehicle into something reusable. This scenario is where protocol really shines, and here you should use protocol oriented programming. Protocols are extremely powerful and can transform the way you write code. After learning these concepts of Swift, you are super ready to step to real iOS development world. Happy Swift programming, and this was KW from High School Koder.